When Python tries to execute your code and something goes wrong, Python raises an exception. This means that it stops your program and it creates an exception, which is a special type of data. If an exception has been raised, the exception expects something to take care of it. However, if there's nothing to take care of it, the program will be terminated, and you'll see an error message instead. Otherwise, if you do handle the exception well, the suspended program can be resumed and its execution can continue. You can handle an exception with the try and except keywords. The code block after the try keyword may or may not perform correctly. If it fails, the code block after the except runs. Since we handled the exception in this case, Python will return to the previous nesting, and the try except section ends, as the rest of the code gets executed. However, there are many different things that can go wrong in your program, and many different types of errors can be thrown. Python allows you to create exceptions that only run if a specific error has been thrown. For example, if we have code that accepts some user input and we want to divide 1 by that value, there are two things that might go wrong. The user might give us a string as input, in which case we try to convert a string to an integer, which throws a value error. Or the user inputs 0, in which case we're dividing by 0. This results in a 0 division error. Let's handle the exceptions with a try except block. You'll see that when we enter the string as input, the value error specific except block gets executed, since Python raised a value error. When we give 0 as the input, a 0 division error gets raised. So the code block of the 0 division error except branch gets executed. If you're working with named except branches, make sure that you specify the unnamed except block last, and that you don't use more than one except branch with a certain exception name. The unnamed exception branch will be executed if there are no dedicated branches for the exception that got raised. If any of the except branches is executed, no other branches will be visited. Python 3 has 63 built-in exceptions, which all form a tree hierarchy. For example, a 0 division error is a special case of a more general exception named class arithmetic error. An arithmetic error is a special case of a more general exception class named just exception, and an exception is a special case of an even more general class named base exception. Since a 0 division error is a special case of arithmetic error, we could replace the dedicated exception branch to only look for any arithmetic error instead. Since this error doesn't always mean that it wasn't able to divide by 0, the message that we print should also be a bit more general. If we have both a 0 division error and an arithmetic error branch, it'll only execute the first matching branch. This means that the order of your branches matters. If you want to handle 2 or more exceptions the same way, you can add the names into a comma-separated list. Errors can also be raised inside functions. In that case, you can either handle it inside or outside the function. First, we can run this code and handle the exception inside the function. If you prefer to handle it outside the function, you should invoke the function in the try block instead. You can manually raise an exception with the raise keyword. This can be useful if you want to simulate raising actual exceptions to test your handling strategy, or to partially handle an exception and make another part of your code responsible for completing the handling, which enforces the separation of concerns. Let's always raise a 0 division error in the calculate user input function. You can raise without any exception name. However, you can only use this unnamed raise inside the except branch. This means that the same exception will be re-raised immediately. To handle this re-raised exception, we need another try except block. Another keyword in Python is the assert keyword. The assert keyword evaluates an expression, and if this expression evaluates to true, a non-zero numerical value, a non-empty string, or any other value different than none, it won't do anything. Otherwise, it automatically and immediately raises an exception named assertion error. This can be useful if you want to be absolutely safe from wrong data if you aren't sure that the data has been carefully examined before, for example inside a function used by someone else. Raising an assertion error exception secures your code from producing invalid results, and don't supersede exceptions or validate the data. The Python documentation gives you a clear overview of all possible errors, and although you don't have to know all of them by heart, it's just useful to know the most common ones and make sure that your code can handle certain errors correctly.